Namaste, welcome back to the class. In the last class, we were discussing with the chapter sound, and the topics covered in the last class were propagation of sound, propagation of light, which is faster than sound, few terms related to vibration, loudness and pitch of a sound, audible and inaudible sound. The topics which are going to be covered in today's class are noise and music, difference of noise and music, noise pollution, sources of noise pollution, effects of noise pollution on human health, measures to limit noise pollution, and hearing impairments. As we hear different types of sounds around us, the sound which are heard by us are pleasing or it may not be pleasing, means it may discomfort to us. The feeling or effect associated with a given sound can vary from person to person. A sound which is pleasing for one may be a disturbing noise for another. All of us have heard the experience of hearing street dogs barking at one another. The sounds produced by horns of buses and trucks. Are these sounds pleasant? Do they give pleasant feeling? Of course not. The unpleasant sounds to hear is called noise. It turns out that noise are due to sounds produced by irregular and non-periodic vibrations. The word noise is derived from a Latin word called nausea, which means sickness in which one feels to vomit. Noise is the unpleasant and undesirable sound which leads to discomfort to the human beings. As it was said in the earlier class that the intensity of sound is measured in decibels. Suppose in a classroom, if all the children speak together, what would the sound produced be called? Of course, it is called noise. On the other hand, we enjoy sounds from the musical instruments. When we listen to the sounds of Pandit Ravi Shankar playing his sitar, Bismillah Khan playing his shanai, Hari Prasad playing his flute, Lata Mangeshkar singing one of her songs, S.P. Balasubramaniam singing one of his songs, we feel relaxed and happy. These sounds give us a pleasant and comfortable feeling. So we call such kind of sounds are musical sounds. A musical sound is thus a sound which produces a pleasing feeling. It makes us feel happy and also comfortable. It turns out that such sounds are produced by regular or we can call it as periodic vibrations. We already know that about air pollution. Presence of unwanted gases and particles in air is called air pollution. Similarly, presence of excessive or unwanted sounds in the environment is called noise pollution. So, noise is produced by both people and the machines. Some of the sources of noise pollution that we are quite familiar. Unnecessary usage of horns causes noise pollution. Using loudspeakers either for religious functions or for political purposes. Unnecessary usage of fireworks, industrial noise, construction noise, or noise from transportation such as railway and also aircraft. The use of various types of appliances and gadgets even in homes such as mixer, grinder, vacuum cleaner, which also causes noise pollution. The major noise pollution is industrialization. Industrialization has led to an increase in noise pollution as the use of heavy machineries such as generators, huge exhaust fans, which are used in the industry, resulting in the production of unwanted noise. The second reason for the noise pollution is increasing the number of vehicles on the roads. Events like weddings, public gatherings involve loudspeakers to play music, resulting in the production of unwanted noise in the neighborhood. Construction sites is the other reason for the noise pollution, like construction of buildings, minings, and so on. Now, let us know how this noise pollution affects the human health. The presence of excessive noise in the surroundings may cause many health related problems. The first and the most, the loud noise can cause hypertension. The affected person may become jumpy and frustration level may increase. It may also result in lack of concentration of mind. Noise pollution also affects human heart. It may also cause lack of sleep, nervousness, decrease in ability to memorize, and extreme emotional behavior. Noise pollution may lead to hearing impairment. On short-term basis, noise pollution can cause temporary deafness. If the noise pollution continues over a long period of time, the person may get permanent damage in his or her ears. Loud noise can also cause irritation and also headache. Now, let us know what are the measures to be taken to limit noise pollution. To control noise pollution, we must control the sources of noise. We should not play radio and television too loudly. The bursting of crackers should be avoided. The horns of motor vehicles should not be gone unnecessarily. Loudspeakers should be played at low volume during marriages and other social functions. The noise making factory and airports should be shifted away from the residential area of the city. Trees should be planted along the roads and around building to reduce the noise pollution from the roads. Silencing devices must be installed in aircraft engines, transport vehicles, industrial machines, and home appliances. The simple precaution we all can take to minimize the harmful effects of noise on our ears is to stay away from the noise places as far as possible. Now let us move to the next topic called hearing impairments. Total hearing impairment, a rare defect, may be there from birth itself. Partial disability is generally the result of a disease, injury, or age. Now, let us move to the next topic called hearing impairments. Then, what is hearing impairment? Loss or difficulty in hearing is called hearing impairment. It is of different types. The one is total hearing impairment. When a person is not able to hear completely is called total hearing impairment. This disability is generally from birth. For example, those people who are deaf are said to have total hearing impairment. The second is partial hearing impairment. When a person has difficulty in hearing is called partial hearing impairment. This disability is generally due to some disease or maybe due to some injury in accident or maybe due to old age. For example, in old age, some persons are not able to hear soft voices. This you might have had experience with your grandparents. They are able to hear only when spoken to loudly. This is the case of partial hearing impairment due to old age. We all know that speech develops when we hear a sentence. We are able to hear a sentence only when we have once heard it. Those people who have not heard a sentence do not know how to speak it. Then, how to help the people who are having with hearing impairment? So here we have hearing aid device help people to hear the voice. These hearing aids amplify the sound, increase the sound volume, and make it easier for people with partial hearing impairment to hear. Then move to sign language. How deaf people often used a sign language with their aids to communicate with others effectively. So here are some signs to express the words like please, thank you, sorry, and so on. So this completes our chapter sound and ends our class. So we'll meet again in the next class. Thank you. Have a nice day, children. Thank you.